Welcome back to the deep dive. This is where we take that pile of sources you've got and try to pull out some real knowledge, maybe some surprising connections. Today, we're getting into hunting. Now, our sources, they talk about it as, recreation, sometimes just plain fun, but they also stress pretty heavily, actually, that it's one of the most regulated activities out there. So, our mission today for you is to kind of map that out. What are the actual steps, the learning, the licenses you need to hunt? Well, efficiently and ethically. We're not just looking for a few safety tips here. We want to understand the whole system. How does it make sure hunting is sustainable, responsible?
Yeah, and that's the key point, isn't it? Sustainable and responsible. It's clear from the material that safety isn't like an optional add-on. It's really the absolute starting point. Everything else, how you handle a firearm, tracking, field dressing, it all stems from that core of safety and, frankly, respect for the environment. And the first big thing you notice with the regulations is, well, you can't just wake up one day and decide to go hunting. Not legally, anyway. To actually pursue and harvest wild game, you absolutely need a license. That's mandatory. It's a fundamental control. Helps manage wildlife, ensures people follow the rules.
Right, a control mechanism. And getting that license, it starts way before you even see an application form based on what we read. The sources really hammer this home. The main gateway in pretty much every state is passing a hunter education class. You have to demonstrate, the rules of the road, basically.
Exactly. And this is where it starts getting a little tricky because the rules aren't the same everywhere. State laws can vary quite a bit, actually, especially about who has to take the course, which, if you think about it, can be a real headache for someone who hunts in multiple states.
Okay, tell me more about that variation, like the grandfathering thing. What if someone's been hunting for, say, 30 years? Do they still need this class?
It depends. Classic state variation example. It often comes down to your date of birth. In some states, yeah, the official hunter ed certificate. It's only mandatory if you were born after a certain date, let's say January 1st, 1975, just as an example. If you were born before that date, you're often considered grandfathered in. The assumption is you'll learn through experience, so you might just apply for the license directly. No certificate needed.
Huh. So if I was born in, 1970 and my state uses that kind of cutoff, I'd just skip the class?
Often, yes, that's the case. But, and this is important, other states have moved towards universal education. They're much stricter now. In those places, it doesn't matter how old you are or how long you've hunted. Every single hunter needs a valid, up-to-date certificate to get licensed, period.
Wow, okay. That sounds like it could be confusing. How do people figure this out, especially new hunters? Where do they even start looking?
Yeah, it could be a mess. But thankfully, there's a pretty solid resource. The sources pointed specifically to the IEA USA website.
IEA, yeah.
International Hunter Education Association.